You probably remember this one from your childhood. Three blind mice, three blind mice. See how they run, see how they run. It sounds innocent enough, right? Just a simple, catchy tune about some unfortunate rodents. But what if I told you this seemingly harmless nursery rhyme has a dark, bloody history hidden behind its simple lyrics? A history that takes us back to one of the most brutal periods in England. Today, we're going to uncover the terrifying true story behind Three Blind Mice. Let's set the scene. It's the mid-16th century, and England is in the grip of intense religious turmoil. The country had recently broken away from the Catholic Church under King Henry VIII, establishing the Protestant Church of England. But when his daughter, Mary I, ascended to the throne in 1553, everything changed. Mary was a devout Catholic, and she was determined to restore Catholicism as the one true faith of the land, no matter the cost. Her ruthless methods would earn her the infamous nickname, Bloody Mary. So how does a children's rhyme fit into this violent chapter of history? Let's break down the lyrics. The rhyme starts with three blind mice. These aren't just any mice. According to historical interpretations, these mice represent three prominent Protestant bishops, Hugh Latimer, Nicholas Ridley, and the Archbishop of Canterbury, Thomas Cranmer. These men were powerful figures who had championed the Protestant Reformation in England. But under Queen Mary's rule, their faith made them targets. They were branded as heretics for refusing to renounce their Protestant beliefs and accept Catholic doctrine. Now, why blind mice? This blindness is believed to refer to their unwavering religious conviction. From Queen Mary's Catholic perspective, their refusal to see the truth of the Catholic faith was a form of spiritual blindness. They were steadfast in their Protestant beliefs, which she saw as a dangerous and heretical stubbornness. They simply would not or could not see the world her way. So the three blind mice were three men blinded by a faith that was now deemed treasonous. The rhyme continues. They all ran after the farmer's wife. Who is this menacing farmer's wife? All signs point to Queen Mary the First herself, but why a farmer's wife? This part is a clever piece of political satire. Mary was married to King Philip II of Spain. As part of their marriage agreement, Philip was granted the title of King of England, but his powers were limited, and he spent very little time in the country. A popular and demeaning rumor at the time was that Mary was the one running the country, while also managing vast estates and farmlands owned by the crown, much like a farmer's wife would manage a farm. This nickname was a subtle yet powerful insult, diminishing her royal status to that of a commoner. So we have three Protestant bishops running from a queen depicted as a farmer's wife, and what does she do? She cut off their tails with a carving knife. This is where the rhyme takes its most gruesome turn. The cutting off their tails is a chilling metaphor for the horrific fate that awaited these three men. It wasn't just imprisonment or exile. Under Mary's orders, Latimer, Ridley, and Cranmer were arrested and tried for heresy. Their tails could symbolize their status, their influence, or even their lives. The carving knife represents the brutal power of the state and the church, wielded by Mary to cut down her enemies. The reality was far worse than a simple cut. In 1555, Hugh Latimer and Nicholas Ridley were brought to the stake in Oxford. They were to be burned alive, a common and agonizing punishment for heresy at the time. As the flames were lit, Latimer is famously quoted as saying to Ridley, "Be of good comfort, Master Ridley, and play the man. We shall this day light such a candle by God's grace in England, as I trust shall never be put out." They died for their beliefs, becoming martyrs for the Protestant cause. Thomas Cranmer's story is even more tragic. As the Archbishop, he was a particularly high-profile target. Under immense pressure and facing the same fiery fate, Cranmer initially recanted his Protestant faith in writing, hoping to save his life, but Mary was unrelenting. She ordered his execution anyway. On the day he was to be burned, in a stunning act of defiance, Cranmer renounced his recantation. He declared his true faith and famously said that the hand that had signed the recantation would be the first to burn. As he was led to the stake, he thrust his right hand into the flames first, a powerful final testament to his faith. The cutting off their tails wasn't just a metaphor for their deaths, but for the brutal, torturous way their lives were taken from them. The final line of the nursery rhyme, "Did you ever see such a sight in your life as 3 blind mice?" sounds almost like a taunt. It's a line that could have been sung by Catholic loyalists, mocking the fate of the Protestant mice, or it could have been whispered by Protestants themselves, a secret code to share the horrific news and lament the loss of their leaders. It serves as a haunting rhetorical question, asking listeners to witness and remember the shocking and brutal spectacle of these executions. It forces people to confront the cruelty of the regime. When you put it all together, the rhyme transforms from a silly song into a powerful piece of political commentary and historical record. 3 blind mice, the Protestant bishops Latimer, Ridley, and Cranmer. The farmer's wife, Queen Mary I. She cut off their tails with a carving knife, their brutal execution by being burned at the stake. This nursery rhyme was a way for ordinary people to talk about forbidden topics. In an age of censorship and severe punishment for dissent, encoding political messages in songs and rhymes was one of the few safe ways to criticize the monarchy and spread news of its tyranny. This practice wasn't unique to 3 blind mice. Many other nursery rhymes have similarly dark or political origins. Ring a ring o' roses is often linked to the Great Plague and Mary Mary. Quite contrary is another rhyme thought to be about Queen Mary I, referencing her unpopularity and the instruments of torture used during her reign. These rhymes were the social media of their day, spreading news and opinions in a viral, memorable format that could easily be passed from person to person and from generation to generation. So the next time you hear 3 blind mice, remember the story behind the lyrics. It's not just a song about rodents. It's a chilling reminder of a queen's bloody reign, the high price of religious conviction, and the incredible resilience of people who used a simple tune to tell a story of rebellion and martyrdom. It's a testament to how history hides in the most unexpected places, even in the songs we sing to our children. It makes you wonder what other secrets are hidden in the rhymes we thought we knew. Thanks for watching. If you found this dive into history as fascinating as I did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more hidden stories behind everyday things. Let me know in the comments which nursery rhyme you'd like me to investigate next. See you in the next video.